welcome to the Green Hour on WURD at 96.1 FM and also 900 AM on the weekend, sponsored by Celia. I'm your host, Dr. Paul Hopkins. We're here every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. You can also find us online at www.wurdradio.com and in the community. My co-host is health advocate Bill 1L Morgan. Yeah, there, Bill.
I know that's right, buddy. Right on time.
We bring clarity to the conversation about health and environment. We encourage clean living from the inside out. A centerpiece of this is maintaining a healthy lifestyle and getting informed about the connection between good health and what is happening in the world around you. It includes what you consume, what you wear, what products you use on your body, how you clean your home, what you drive, what you purchase, and the decisions you make every day. On the Green Hour, we will focus on how the environment plays a key part of our social integrity, and on the Green Hour, we will focus on how the people and the planet are one. Without further ado, welcome, family!
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody?
Mike,
hey, man.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hey, man, this is cool shit.
How you doing there, brother?
Man, look, I'm good today. Look, I put my snow shovel up, so we're good.
Don't you mention no snow. You and snow. Don't you mention that. And you know, we got enough going on, Bill, to talk about snow.
I know, that's right.
Let's get right to it because you know how time evades us. You know, I want to start right into family. You know that we had a raid on the Capitol this week. You know, what craziness is going on, you know, insurrection at the Capitol, you know. Yeah. With all this going on, you know, we have to keep things in perspective. I did the show yesterday and talking about keeping it together, y'all, because you got every reason to be mad. You know, we have a reason to be mad about everything that was said, things that are done. The visual that's going around the world right now, Bill, is just incredible that all those countries are now coming to saying, you know, that y'all got to stop this. You got to shut it down. Either you resign or you get out. Come on, you got to resign, get out, or we're going to put you out. Mm-hmm. So what's happening right now is, you know, it plays a part of your health too, because when you start to look at these things, you get mad, Bill. You get mad.
Yeah, buddy. Tell me about it.
This can take something out of you. So let's just get through the process, family, and that's what we're going to talk about today. You know, we want to first go into also we're knowing that, you know, we still have a pandemic. We're inside of a pandemic. You know, Bill, it was interesting with all that's going on. You know, there was no social spacing going on when you raiding, I guess. You know, here we
are. Well, what you talking about, man?
People that are running out here with no mask on, they just running and raiding. Yeah. All that, what you saw was an incredible demonstration of, you know, insurrection, man. Come on, y'all.
You know what? As a matter of fact, you never heard one news person say anything about social distancing, did you?
I know. You didn't hear anything about the social distancing.
That's an amazing thing to me, man. When all they were talking about was social distancing, and then all of a sudden. But you know what? Let me just say this, and please, I'm going to try to be kind. You know, how is it that we have two Americas?
Hey, you know what? You know,
Can I say that?
You know, double standards, man. You know, double standards, you know, and that can go a long way. And we can make that a whole show right there, Bill.
Yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right.
So, family, we got to keep it in perspective, focus on the solution, not the problems, right?
Yes.
So, today, you know, Bill, give us those numbers.
I sure will.
Because we got a pandemic going on. You go to our favorite website, which everyone, if you're listening, is Bill, give that information.
Yeah, let me give it to you right now, Dr. Paul. That's ncov219.live. You with me, guys? That's ncov219.live. And for right now, the last update was about 9 hours ago. So prayerfully, nothing is going on with the guys, but they usually keep pretty much up to date on this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. All right, but let me just give you the numbers that I have right in front of me at the moment, which is 3:07 p.m. here on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Our total confirmed cases, guys, is 90,163,487. Let me give you that number again. That's 90,163,487. Total critical, 108,538. That's 108,538. Now, remember, these numbers are worldwide, guys. So don't think this is all just Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, all right? So don't get freaky on us, all right? Now, here we go. Total deceased. That's 1,936,403. total active, here we go, total active 23,669,475. Again, 23,669,000.
And those total active, just so that everyone knows, total active means that they've taken and they've been diagnosed as having COVID, but no symptoms.
There you go. And
23 million people.
Hey, Mike, you got your drum roll? Got your drum roll ready, Mike? Bam! 64,341,270.
Yes. That's what it's all about. 4 million people.
Yes.
That have gotten well, that have recovered from this thing. And
hey guys, I want to mess with you. Not want to mess with you here, but at this point, we want to open your brain up now because we want you to see what's going on. We want you just to focus on all of the death and the carnage. Listen, that's a reality right now. With that being the case, let us now focus and reflect on the good stuff, good parts about it, so that we can begin to heal from inside out. Does that help, Dr. V?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, just want to make sure so that everybody's on the same page here.
Yeah, because, we are in the state right now where just 2 days ago, we went over the 4,000 deaths per day record.
Yes.
There's talk about the vaccine. There's even talk about the one that's going on, the strain that's going on. And the new variant is going on in Europe right now, but there's also one in South Africa. I don't know if you've heard about that one. Now, the confirmed reports that it's not been totally confirmed, so don't hear me on this, family. It's not saying it is, but there have been some understanding that this next strain has caused, with some people, it has caused blindness. So that's something that is like sort of running. It's not confirmed, though, family. I just want you to know that, but that has been something that's traveling along social media streams, that this next version that they're seeing is hard to detect and it's causing blindness. So we're going to not confirm that, but we're going to say keep our understanding that, this strain is mutating, things are happening, and family, the greatest source of comfort that you have is to build your own immune system.
Amen.
Don't live in the spirit of fear. Fear is going to cause a lot of the people to now immune system to break down, because you send acid into your body, starts to create now a situation where your body starts to tear down. You send acid into your bloodstream.
Yes.
And when you start to spin in a state of acidosis, now your body tears down at a rate 10 to 20 times faster. So you don't want to do that. So that's why worry. They say stress kills. Stress kills really means stress kills. That's because you're worried about something. Sometimes you got to find those herbs and things we talk about here on the Green Hour that can balance you out, to bring you back to a state of balance. Find your herb, family. We say herb for everything. We got a herb for that, Bill.
I know
that's
right,
what we
buddy.
always say. So I want y'all to understand. We'll keep an eye on that, and and Bill, we'll give them more updates. Thank you so much for those updates.
Sure,
always the encouragement, man. Thank you so much.
And by the way,
all
guys,
right.
just before you go on, I want the young folk like me to recognize, okay? For those of you who are AARP, see, Dr. Ball been hiding y'all. He don't know if I know he's over 27.
And a half.
But, glory. Anyway, I subscribe to AARP, and as a matter of fact, there's a lot of information about this new variant and what we should know so far. So go in there, Mecca. I'm looking at it right now on my computer. It gives us a little bit of a background, some understanding of it, so that we can kind of help control our mental state. All right?
Yes, absolutely. Stay informed, family. Stay informed.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
You're informed, you can alleviate the fear. Staying informed. Ask questions. What's in the vaccine? What's in the shot? Tell me ingredients that are in the shot. That's a whole other thing, Bill.
Please.
We got to go in. Hey, all right. I want to move to the next topic that we're going to talk about, which is actually a very hot topic that's going on as we speak. Last week we had the pleasure of sitting with my brother and friend at Chosen 300 Ministry, Brian Jenkins. He was just here last week.
Just last week.
And he is hitting international. He turning up the whole situation on the international scene.
Man.
because as he was telling us, he was leaving for Guyana.
Yes.
And
yes.
as he was leaving for Guyana on a missionary trip, which is Chosen 300, which is going and providing food and services to the people of other countries in South America, he actually got caught up. And I said, you know what? This COVID thing is no joke, y'all.
I know that's right.
When you're going out of the country, the testing may vary. So variations of the testing here in the United States may be different in other places. So I reached out to Brian, and we've been talking back and forth. And you know what I said? I said, Brian, if I could get you, can you come on to the show today? Because, we got Brian on the line right now. Brian Jenkins of Chosen 300 Ministries. Brian, you there?
Dr. Paul, yes, I am. Now, I got to say something to you, man. I think you wish this on me. You know the reason why? Because you're always talking about I got to eat healthy and all this stuff. And
I told you.
I haven't been able to eat nothing but a mango, and I'm looking right across the street. Across the street, off my balcony, and there's a Royal Castle chicken.
Royal chicken. Oh, no, you did. You did say a royal chicken across the street.
See that, Brian? That'll teach you better. Listen now, boy.
I told you. See, I'm going to have to isolate him, put him in a spot so he can't eat. And I'm going to put a royal chicken right across the street.
Oh, man.
Brian, if anybody has not heard the news, you're on all networks right now, whether, all the major networks are talking about. You're an international story right now. So for those who don't know what's going on, fill everybody in. What is going on?
So many of you know that we serve the homeless throughout the Philadelphia region, but we also have 24 international locations around the world, and 10 of those locations are actually in Guyana. And so I am here on a mission assignment to inspect our programs to make sure the food is still going out, but also to see how we can provide the necessary tools so that they can be safe and protected. We brought a lot of PPE equipment along, and then also some technical equipment as well to just kind of help them with worship and those types of things. Now, before I left, back on December 4th, I actually tested positive for COVID-19. And then I did the quarantine, went back, had 3 tests since then, and all of them have come back negative. And right before I got on the plane, I tested negative as well. Got to Guyana, South America, landed there. They wanted to retest me. And the next day, I got a call that says, you're positive. And I had a letter from my doctor showing that, because anytime that you have an infection, the reality is that you have 3 months before everything actually gets out of your system, even though you're not contagious anymore. You can still have a positive test, even though that you're not having any symptoms, you're not contagious or anything like that. And so their PCR test is the one that goes all the way back. It's not like the U.S. where we swab inside. They go all the way back. So they detect anything that could possibly be in your system. And so on the 8th of, which was Friday, so about 6 guys in some hazmat suits and security officers with guns got me out of my hotel room and threw me in a cargo van. They had seats in it, and had police in front of me and behind me taking me to this facility. And I am here at the Diamond Diagnostic Center outside of the Diamond Hospital in Guyana, South America. And so basically what's going to happen is that first they would say that, you have to stay there 14 days, then get tested, and if you're negative, you can leave. If not, you have to stay until you get a negative test. So pressure has been put on, and we are able to get a test on Monday, but we still have that risk that, these enzymes are still in my system, so it's possible that I still could come out positive. So one of the things that we are encouraging people to do to contact your senator, your congressman, and let them know to really put pressure on the State Department that, worst case scenario, I need to get back out again. And a lot of people have been helping out and really, doing everything they can, because for me to sit here for 2 months and wait for a negative test, that's just absurd. Someone should have made a decision in this country to say, listen, he has the documentation, we understand he had it, his enzymes, he's not showing any symptoms. Look, let's just get him out of our country at least. Not, if fine, you don't want me around, okay, but just at least let me go home. But they couldn't make that decision. But, the one thing, Paul, I want to say real quickly, and I'll let you get back in, because one of the things that I will say, I applaud this country for their diligence in just the checking. I mean, when you go to the airport, you do get tested. they ask you what hotel you're staying in, and if you test positive, they're going to call you, and then if you don't respond, they're going to come and get you. So,
Yeah.
They're serious. I mean, in the United States, we let people walk in, and then they test positive. They say, well, make sure you quarantine yourself. So that's why this country only has 167 cases. I mean, 167 deaths. Where in the United States we're up to 360,000 now.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Exactly. I'm actually looking right online right now, Brian, on one of the websites that we have called encove2019.live, which is the most accurate, one of the most accurate sites. Yeah, right now they only have 167 deaths in their country, period. And even though there was 6,541 confirmed, only the 167 was the deceased rate. They only had 5 people that were even critical.
Wow.
So that's amazing. That's amazing. So right now, there have been some pressure put on them, I'm sure. We're doing some things on this side for you. We have, I think, Brian, we connected some people with you, and I know a lot of people are helping you right now. So we do have some good movement that you are getting tested tomorrow, right? And tomorrow, that should give you some insight on where you are as far as this time frame. The political people that are involved with this, is there a way that you can give us insight, or someone? We will keep in contact with you and let you stay up on things. But is there anyone you want to reach out to right now that may be listening to your situation right now?
Well, definitely. One of the two key persons, of course, is Senator Brady and also Senator Tooney, because they're in the United States Senate, and also our Congress folks, Dwight Evans, and also talked with Congressman Bull's office, who one of his assistants was very helpful all through the weekend, and so they are reaching out to the State Department. One of the things that I was really shocked at about our U.S. Embassy, I mean, just complete failure. Where, I've reached out to them, and they're like, well, we really can't do anything. You can't do anything. I pay my taxes, we'll make some phone calls. We'll reach out, and try to influence the government to do something, to really just were not helpful here. And so that's a major concern, anytime we have embassies in countries and they're not responding to the needs of their citizens.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, Brian, there was other thing that, you and I were talking about. Now, the type of testing, was it the same testing that you did when you were here in the U.S., or was it a different form test?
So in the U.S., I did 2 rapids and 1 PSR test. Was it CSR?
What was that? Say that one more time for us. Say it one more time.
I did the PSR test, and then I also did 2 rapid tests. So with the PCR test, that's the one where you have to send it out to a lab and it comes back. The difference, though, with the PCR test in the United States, they do the swab of the nose, and they go up pretty far, but not too far. The one here, they're doing the original one that we had, when they first started doing these tests, where they're shoving that thing way back to the close to the back of your skull, almost. And, it's not a pleasant experience at all. I mean, literally, you're feeling tears and pain in your eye as it's happening.
Wow.
It's not a pleasant test. But they're doing this at the airport. Like, they have, booths set up where you come off that plane, you get tested. And and we followed all the rules and provided all the documentation. And I think it just brings awareness to everyone that, if you're going to take the risk of international travel, realize that you can face this kind of situation. So, I mean, if you can hold off on international travel right now, regardless of whether it's Jamaica, Mexico, or some of those resort places that you go to, the reality is you got to come through the airport. And that can really cause a major problem for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Brian, I want to say that, this time, I'm glad that we were able to get a hold of you, to bring you on to get your words, so that the people can hear what you're going through, and that you may have helped someone, and they're about to make a travel situation that may happen even tomorrow, which is Monday morning. So I want you to, if you're giving out we're giving out additional support for you through Chosen 300. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. I think there's would you like to give that out for the family?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can actually go on our website, chosen300.org. We encourage you to give a gift. You can give via Cash App, $Chosen300, or definitely send a gift in the mail. And this time it's actually even more crucial now that I'm very locked down. I'm kind of one of the key fundraisers at Chosen 300, so it's a little difficult for me to raise money if I'm not there. So, but we encourage people to give and support it. But again, I just can't stress enough about, this whole international travel piece that, and you mentioned it well, if you have a plan for a trip, you have to think about today is that, maybe I can hold the trip off and change your airline flights for free right now. So take advantage of that because it is serious. For myself, it was necessary that I was here. And, and I take risk all the time because of the fact that we travel all around the world. Some of our countries were required to get they hire the military and get machine guns surrounded around us so we can get from the airport to the village. So we're at the risk. But we also have a requirement to make sure that we service our international partners as well as the funders that fund these programs to hold our partners accountable for their funds to make sure they're being used properly. So it was necessary that I came. I got some good work done. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but got some good work done. And most importantly, the gospel of Jesus Christ was preached and people were served.
That's right. And Brian, we're going to pray that we continuously God give you grace in your situation, man, that things work out for you, because, it is an honorable thing that you are going for the mission. The mission is to save those that can't do for themselves. And a lot of people around the world really appreciate the efforts that Chosen 300 has done, in the past and is doing right now, specifically in better time, no better time than the present that you're doing it. So we know with great risk, there's great risk always involved. So I thank you, my brother. We will stay on the field for you, man, and we will keep you up to date. I'm on the field over here. I'm contacting, the embassies of Guyana for you, and we've already spoken to, those that were dealing with the COVID, specifically doctors. So we're working on this side, man, and I will continuously stay in contact with you. But family, if you heard what Brian says, if you can get a hold of your, congressperson, state senator, representative, anyone that's connected that can help out the situation, put the pressure on them, get Brian home. That's what we want to do. Get him home. Get him home so that he can be back and do the
handling his business
work, and Chosen 300 ministry back in service. So thank you so much, Brian. We'll be in contact. Okay.
Appreciate you, man.
Stay safe. Before we go, I do want to shout out to all of our staff, and so thank y'all so much for all of the work that you're doing too. All right. God bless you.
Yes, to the entire staff and those that are on the board of Chosen 300, that may be listening. Thank you so much. We're trying to do the best we can do to keep you straight, man. We want to make sure you're taken care of. So be safe, man. And we'll be in contact. Okay. Thanks a lot for chiming in, though.
All right, buddy. Thanks for everything. Be safe.
Okay. Thank you.
All right,
Bill. That's amazing. You can get caught up, family. So, like I said, make sure you make a very specific, understanding about where you're going, testing changes. So, Bill, we got to take a quick break. Mike's giving me the break signal.
All right.
This is Dr. Paul and Bill 1L Morgan. This is the Green Hour on WURD 900 AM, 96.1 FM. We'll be right back.
This is not a fad for us. We will not resume our regular programming when things die down. We're not black to help our bottom line or because it's politically correct. We're not joining a fight. This has been our fight, our message, our people. Black lives have always mattered here. We are undeniably, indefatigably, unapologetically, permanently Black Talk Media. WURD. onWURD 2020 in Black. Check out the latest edition of the onWURD podcast, where WURD President and CEO Sarah Lomax Reese takes a look back at the racial justice uprisings around the nation in 2020. onWURD 2020 in Black. Download today wherever you listen to podcasts or visit wordradio.com. onWURD 2020 in Black was produced with support from Resolve Philly, which provides ground for journalistic initiatives that challenges our industry to be more equitable, collaborative, and based in community voices and solutions.
Vitamin Center, 5925 North Broad Street. Open Monday through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This week, 20% off MSM Flakes, Old Indian Wild Cherry Bark Syrup, and sea moss powder. That's right, all yours, 20% off, but you got to say that key word. I listen to WURD and Dr. Paul's show, and you got it. Also, they carry Dr. Paul, yours truly, Green Drink, Colon Cleanse, and the Eliminator, along with Dr. Willard's Water. Pollock Herbs and Vitamin Center, 215-549-4372, 215-549-4372.
Keeping you informed. As a community service, WURD Radio and the Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium wants to keep you informed about where you can get no-cost, barrier-free COVID-19 testing this week. These locations offer free flu shots and coronavirus testing. Thursday, January 14th from 3 p.m. till 7 p.m. at Mastery Charter School Pickett Campus, 5700 Wayne Avenue. And Friday, January 15th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at Deliverance Church, 2001 West Lehigh Avenue. Stay informed and stay well with WURD Radio. 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. You're listening to The Green Hour exclusively on WURD Radio. 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Black Talk Media.
And we're back. This is Dr. Paul Hopkins. And I'm here with Bill 1L Morgan, and this is the Green Hour. And we just talked to Brian Jenkins, over at Chosen 300 Ministries. We're going to keep our prayers off for Brian that we get him home. But you know what, Bill? This gives us a lesson that, you can't do too much traveling right now.
Indeed,
things are so much up in the air with the testing. Some will say, there was one brother that was in Atlanta. He did that test. He did 3 tests in one day, and all 3 different. I don't know if you saw that story. So it just goes to show that, testing may change. And even Brian said that he had one test that was like not just a swab in the nose. Then he had one that went way up the nose.
Yeah, yes.
So they did a test. And remember, we went back about 3 months, something like 3 months ago. Remember I did the story on the Lancet? Which the Lancet said, you remember it said in the Lancet, which is the medical journal.
Yes.
It said that they found that it was in different parts of the body. So they found it in some of it in the nasal cavity, some was in the liver, some was the kidneys, the pancreas. It was all over the body. It just goes back to what we say on the natural side, that remember, it flows through the entire body. It's in the bloodstream. When it's in the bloodstream, all your blood, everything flows through every organ every 20 minutes. So it just goes to say, what do we do on this side? If you clean the blood.
Yes.
You got me? That's why we say clean the liver, family. We talk about the liver all the time. That's your nuclear reactor.
You know what's so amazing? How the body isolates things.
Yes.
And I think that's what I think sometimes people don't understand. As you say, it can be in the liver, it can be in the legs, it could be anywhere. That's why it's so important for us to keep the body clean and clear.
Right.
Because when you do that, guess what? Hey guys, guess what? It's like the pipes in your house. I know you just make it plain. You got to call Roto-Rooter to get it out.
Yeah, you got a good example there. That's your arteries, your veins,
and that's where we go.
Digestive system. Yes.
Exactly. So what we're talking about here on the Green Hour is the kind of thing that is your everyday Roto-Rooter. If you just keep it clean and clear.
Or that we're saying even on a deeper level, it's African holistic health, which means spirit, mind, and body. You're keeping cleanse every change of seasons. That's why we're saying you can't just cleanse one time. We have a lot of folks that just cleanse one time a year, or their organization or their church or their mosque does it once a year. No, family. Every change of seasons, you should be doing something. That means between every time it's beginning of every summer, winter, spring, fall, you got to keep it moving, especially today, because that's when keep that stuff moving, y'all.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to keep an eye on, Brian, and I'll stay on him. I got him on speed dial, so we're talking off. He's still looking at that Crown Chicken across the street, though. I got to work on him on that one.
Hey, wait. Hey,
he's still looking.
Why you talking? Let me go in the corner and pray. Hallelujah.
He said, I put that on.
Hey, Brian. They say, where two or three agree. Yes, indeed.
All
That
right,
way we
Bill.
get Brother Brian back in good shape.
Yes,
All
we're
right,
going to get him
Frank, go
back
ahead.
safe and safe. Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, now we're going to switch gears a little bit, Bill.
All right.
You know, I have a reoccurring. This is their not first time. This is more like second, third time they've been a
Yes,
part
yes,
of the
yes.
Green Hour family, and you know they are good friends of mine. You know, we've been kicking it back and forth now and then, and they are our
Time.
fan favorites of West Philadelphia. And that is the African Cultural Art Forum. And I want to welcome them today to the show because they actually are now becoming partners with the Dr. Paul's Holistic Health Network. And so we're going to be doing some
you
great
didn't tell me
things.
that. You were hiding that.
Yeah,
See?
I was hiding
That's
that,
what's
man.
up. I love
But
that.
I want to give a little introduction because we have them on the phone today. The African Cultural Art Forum. If you don't know about ACAF, that's African Cultural Art Forum, the ACAF tribe, opened its former location at 237 South 60th Street in February 1969. Wow. And they were the first line of products were African art home decorations for color, cultural art prints laminated on wood. Now, their product line increased when it included things like carving, jewelry, incense, oils, and a variety of other products that produced by people from the African diaspora. So they are actually have the distinct honor of being the first vendors in Center City, Philadelphia, with the exception of the pretzel vendors. Over the years, had the opportunity to market their products to such venues as the Penn Relays, Unity Day, Adun Day, college homecoming concerts, and they also play a place where you'll find large gatherings of people wherever you celebrate. You always see it, and you might even go into the store and you'll go into a special section of the market and you'll see the incense or in the middle of the aisles. I used to say to myself, who are these brothers and sisters?
Where that come from?
Well, that's the African Cultural Art Forum, and today I have Brother Sharif and Brother Rashid. Brothers, welcome to the Green Hour again.
Thank you for giving us such a
Let's
big...
give him a hand, Mike. Let's give him a hand.
That's a applause, a big Mike. There you go.
Welcome, my brothers. How are you? And, you know, it is a welcome to bring you back on the Green Hour again.
Well, we're glad to be a part of your organization in order to keep things moving. And you're doing such a great job in the community that, you know, you're bringing so much health and wealth to the community. People have to understand, like, in order for us to have strong institutions, we have to have strong people. And you're one of the strongest people in the community because you're bringing health.
Well, thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. And brother, is that Rashid or Sharif? I can't tell y'all voices apart, man, because y'all so much alike.
This is Brother Rashid speaking.
Oh, okay, Brother
Rashid, right?
Well, tell those who don't know, and tell them about your mission. I read a little bit about you, but no better way to say it yourself. Tell those who have never heard. If you've been under a rock, you may in West Philly, you don't know. But tell those who don't know from different parts of the city who you are, a little bit about you, and what you represent.
Well, we've been in business since 1969. We've been here. We served the community. We served the community since 1969 with products made by us as a people. We work on the idea of carrying all black manufactured products. That's our mission. Our mission is to create jobs in the community and let people be aware of the concept that we can be successful with our own products. We don't have to go outside of our line. A young brother told me this, and I use this all the time. We have the largest marketplace in the world, and we have the largest labor force. So we don't have any reason to fail. We just have to change our ideas around to the idea that we're successful by the grace of the Creator. The Creator has always given us our position. All we have to do is have faith in the idea that the Creator is going to make us successful day by day.
Yes.
We've been in business now 51 years.
Awesome. And, and everyone knows your products. Tell them a little bit about, you all gave me a tour the other day, and I'll tell you, man, I was blown away with just, the fact that you do everything on site, man. That is wonderful, especially with the incense. Tell folks about the incense and the things that you produce on site.
We produce about maybe 5 different items right on our location. And we've been producing. We always produce. We never just had a retail store. We always made products. That's what allowed us to stay in business.
So you got the incense, and what else do you have? You have, I gave the oils, right?
Peace, fam. This is Kadir from the second generation. I just want to clarify that we've actually been since 1969, which is 52 years, crossing in 2021. And some other products that we make a line of shea butter products, shampoos, body washes, different soaps, black soaps, and things of that nature as well.
Wonderful. And I'm sure that those are all organic products you're doing for the family, right?
All organic.
Yes. Excellent.
What happens is we deal with a number of African countries. And what happens is we bring in products from Kenya, Guinea, Cameroon, Liberia, Nigeria, Jamaica, Haiti. And we've been trading with these countries for a little while now. And we try to increase the trade amongst these countries.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Increase the trade.
Well, excellent.
So we're looking forward to everything that we can do with the green product. And we're so proud to be able to hook up with this product. Well, because one thing, not only do we love the product, we know that we need it. We need it as people. And it's good. I'm glad that you came up with it because you know the problems that we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to ask a question. We were talking, and Dr. Juan and I were talking some time ago, where he was having some logistics problems, but getting his products in. Have we solved that situation to the best of your ability?
Well, I think like we all got the same problem.
I get you. Okay, that sounds fine.
How are we gonna distribute these products to make it convenient for the people?
Okay.
I think that's one of our major problems.
I get that.
I think we're getting closer. We're getting closer to it because we're getting closer as a people.
Yes.
And we're getting to look for products made by each other.
Yes.
Yes. That's right.
Yes.
And it just is rewarding to hear, Brother Rashid, that so much that you're building right on site. Because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort. When I go to the African Cultural Art Forum, I see family. And that's the one thing that I love about what you all are doing is that you're doing family work. And that's what we talk about. Spirit, mind, and body. And that order is what we look for. And I thank you so much for doing since 50, you said 52, 51 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time, man. Thank you so much for your commitment to the community.
Let me just say this, we identify ourselves as a tribe of people.
Yes.
Because what happens is over the years we work with so many different generations. And, we teach a concept of African nationalism. So we work with this idea. I had a young man the other day, he was buying a red, black, and green flag. I wanted to explain to him, it's okay to buy a red, black, and green flag, but you don't want a red, black, and green flag made in China.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. That's very well said. And absolutely, yes. You don't want one made in China. That's correct.
That's right.
Well, Brother Rashid, Brother Sharif, and the entire family over there at ACAF, I thank you so much for being on the Green Hour. I want you to always check in with us on a regular. And now I want you to give out to those who don't know who you are, maybe in the West Philadelphia area, and they want to swing by and take a look at the African art that you have, along with the incense, the oils, and the shampoos, and all the other products that you have, and support you. So give them your information, your address, and if there's web information and contact numbers, you can.
So you can find us our physical location at 221 South 52nd Street. That's 52nd Street in between Walnut and Locust. You can search us online at www.acaf.us. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, ACAF1, ACAF1. And you can find our products in the convenience stores, local supermarkets, and other black businesses that's in the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, and for our senior population that doesn't have all the social media things, is there a direct telephone number they can call?
Yes, you can call 215-476-0680.
0680. Okay, got you. Well, thank you, family. I appreciate y'all over at the African Cultural Art Forum.
Indeed.
And if you are listening,
we're going to be looking forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes,
sir.
Yes. And if you are listening and you're just chiming in, this is Brother Rashid and Brother Sharif over at the ACAP African Cultural Art Forum at 221 South 52nd Street. That's actually right there in West Philly in the house. And they are joining up, and they will now be in a distributor for Dr. Paul Holistic Health Products.
All right.
Kit, man, you can get the green drink, the cold.
I know that's right. Yes, sir.
If you want to call them directly, that's 215-476-0680. That's 215-476-0680. And I thank them, and always never be a stranger, family. Come on back and see us, all right?
That's it.
All right. Y'all take care.
Guys.
We'll see you soon, all right? And Big B, we got to take a quick break. Mike's giving me time again. This is Dr. Paul and Bill 1L Morgan on the Green Hour. We'll be right back.
Wayne Avenue Health Food, located at 5007 Wayne Avenue, has been in business for 29 years. Wayne Avenue Health Food is a one-stop shop for all of your quality vitamins, herbs, and information with exceptional, friendly, experienced service. Wayne Avenue Health Food is open 7 days a week and delivers in the Philadelphia area and ships all over the country. For more information, call 267-338-6488.
The WURD Radio Newsletter, keeping you informed, engaged, and connected. Sign up by visiting wordradio.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page and type your email address under Connect with Us. You'll receive the latest information on WURD Radio, messages from our president and CEO, Sarah Lomax Reese, exclusive articles and multimedia content, and resources. Stay informed with the WURD Radio Newsletter. You're listening to The Green Hour, exclusively on WURD Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD, Black Talk Media.
And we're back. This is Dr. Paul and Bill 1L Morgan. This is The Green Hour, and we are chiming in today. We had Brian Jenkins from Chosen 300. We're going to help him out, and hopefully we get him home, Big B.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, and then we just spoke to
terrible circumstances.
Yeah,
man.
Terrible situation if you're traveling. Be careful, family, if you're traveling. Also, we had ACAF. We just had African Cultural Art Forum on, and support them, family. When you're doing stuff for 51 plus years, and moving on, doing in the community, that's awesome, man. And Bill, you got to go through, man. You got to see all of the art, man. It's incredible. It's a history itself, just walking through, the forum. So just make sure you support them. That's 221 South 52nd Street. And now Dr. Paul Herbs is in West Philly, because so many people have been asking.
That's what's up.
It's in West Philly now.
Yes,
you can go right over there. And that's, again, 215-476-0680. So we thank the brothers. Now, B, I want to, as we're rolling down to the time, we got about about a few minutes left. I want you to start to now go online. You can open up the lines.
All right. Let's do that.
let's open up the lines to some callers. If you want to call in and you have something going on in your heart and, maybe a testimony or something that's going on, this is the time to call. Bill, give them that information.
Yeah, guys, if you want to do that, just especially if you're in a local calling area, pick up your phone and dial 215-634-8065. That local number again is 215-634-8065. Now, if you're out of the calling area, you can get us right at 866-361-0900. Again, that's 866-361-0900. Black Talk Media, WRD Radio, 96.1 FM, 900 AM.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Bill, I was talking yesterday about, the one thing that I'm seeing more than anything is malnutrition. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are just malnutrition, man.
Wait,
you're not,
Dr. Paul,
they don't have the interest.
How is that possible? Well, we are always heavy people.
We are.
I didn't say that.
Heavy people does not mean. Well, heavy people, unfortunately, doesn't mean that you're nutritious. See, that means that your body has now starts to take in and is actually looking and saying, I didn't get it, and then it stores it up as fat because now your gut gets covered. Usually when people want to lose weight, the number one thing you got to do if you want to lose weight, the first thing is to clean the gut. Because you got to clean the gut. Because if you have anything that's blocking the ability for your body to absorb the nutrients, then your body's saying, well, I can't get that nutrients, B. I'm malnutrition. And that's where most people are having. It's the gut activity that's going on from industrialization of the food.
Let me say something. I try to make a joke out of that sometimes to make light of it so that indeed we begin to look at ourselves. A lot of us are unhappy, and that's some of the reasons why we go through these things. A lot of folk are trying to figure this out, and they don't know how. They don't understand why the body is beating them. See, but we understand that whole thing.
Yeah, it's emotions. It's the concept of understanding that food is part of our ability to bind and connect with each other. It's an emotional thing. So when when countries and men come together, they say, "What's the first thing? Let's break bread together." Which means that's the one thing that you would do is to have dinner, have lunch, let's talk about the politics of what's going on with our countries, but let's first break bread to see what's going on.
Yes.
So that's why you got to get your gut in order, family. That's why, hey, colon cleanse works good. Parasite cleanse, we say cleanse every change of seasons. Yes. We got a call on the line. We got Z on the line. Z?
Hi, Dr. Paul. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm well, too. Thanks. I have a question about your two blood cleansers, which is your green drink and your MSM flakes.
Yes.
You didn't tell the the instructions, like how much to take and how often.
Okay, that's not my formula for the MSM. The MSM or the MSM flakes is always based on, what says on the bottle. Okay, so whatever it says on the container, that's the way you want to take it. MSM is methyl sulfonamethane, which actually means it's organic sulfur. So when you have organic sulfur, what the process of what it does is it takes the cellular debris out of every one of your cells. You have approximately 52 to 70 trillion cells that are going on in activity. So what happens with the MSM is actually detoxing all of that stuff to remove the cellular debris so it opens them up. So when you're taking the green drink, which is the phytonutrient land and sea base, so you got the best of the land, which is like the kelp, as far as the alfalfa, the spinach, the turmeric, astragalus, all that earthly stuff. And then on the other side, you have the sea vegetables, which would be the kelp, the chlorella, spirulina, all that dulse seaweed, the sea moss, all of that's inside. So I put it together, the concept that would be for issues of malnutrition, to keep the pH balance. Now, once you've done that, you take that, usually about 30 minutes later, you can take about a quarter of a teaspoon, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul, family, like a quarter teaspoon of the MSM, which is actually used to push into the cell. So that's how you would use the MSM with the green drink. It's usually about 30 minutes after it pushes the energy into the cell. So that's because now the cells are wide open, you absorb all of the nutrients, and you get what's called bioavailability. That's a key word. Somebody needs to write that down. Bioavailability, which is what's happening with The food now is not bioavailability. It means that you're not using it to get the quality energy you need. We are getting foods that have no energy from the start. So you're not bioavailability. It's not available to you. So you can't get your body to the right state. That's why no one's getting well. Everyone's on medication. You would think that someone, if you're taking this medication for so long, somebody would be getting well. Yes. Nobody's getting well because you're never able to raise the pH. The body says, I need energy. If I can't get energy, then it's all over with. This thing is all about energy. That means keep me in a state of pH. That's why they call it pH balance. Now I can start to do something, B. I can get this body together, but I just don't have the energy. So, Sister Z, that's what I would do. Make sure the green drink, when you take it, it is a meal replacement. So sometimes when people say, well, I just can't get this food in me, I don't know about that lunch. I don't know if I got everything. You got it if you take the green drink. Take it after a meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get one. Then push it right in with the MSM, okay?
All right, so let me repeat this. So you take 1/4 teaspoon of MSM at 30 minutes after taking the nutritional green drink.
You got it. Pushes it right in.
All right, and then you just follow the measurement on each bottle, or no, not on each bottle. You just follow the measurement on the nutritional green drink.
Well, the green drink is always going to be about 3 teaspoons. It's like a little teaspoon scoop inside. And remember, this is this green food. So 3 scoops in about 12 ounces of your favorite juice or water or both. You can do a combination of both. The only thing that I sort of put a little asterisk by, watch the different types of juice that you use. You don't want to use an acidic juice. And the acidic juices fall on that acidic side would be things like pomegranate juice, things like cranberry juice, also carrot juice, and that's the orange carrot, not the purple carrot, the orange carrot. And the last one is this thing that they so-call orange juice. It's not orange juice anymore. It's ascorbins, it's ascorbates and ascorbins, which actually doesn't even come from oranges, or it comes from corn. So be careful. Just do the best you can. But stay away from those. And you can download that on my website at www.drpaulherbs, and you go right to download. And then on download, you go right to where the acid alkaline food chart. Stay to the left side of the alkalinity family. All right, Z?
All right. Thanks, Dr. Paul.
Thank you so much. Just appreciate you. All right. B, it makes all the difference in the world when you start to really go in and start to deal with, the nutritional issues. And also, I got to say, you got to get that water in, man. You got to get that water in. Mike's giving me the 2-minute warning.
No, we're not going, Mike.
Mike usually give me 5 minutes, not 2 minutes.
Oh, no.
Big B, we got to go, fam.
Oh, man.
Before we
just
get started.
Dr. Paul.
I know, Bill. You got to talk to somebody, Bill.
I'm going in the corner right now.
Going in the corner right now. All right, family. I want to thank everyone that's listening today. We want to thank all those that called in. Brian Jenkins, if you can help him, reach out, y'all.
Help the brother. Get him home.
We're going to keep him in prayer, family. And if you can reach out, if you got a word to say, we are moving and trying to stretch things to move him in this situation. We pray for his test tomorrow that he'll be fine, and it will be a negative test so he can get on the plane, get on back here. Also, we want to thank ACAF for African Cultural Art Forum for chiming in today, and we'll be glad to hear that they are now on board with the Dr. Paul Holistic Health products, and we're looking forward to that. If you want to contact me, family, get a hold of me. We're doing one-on-one assessments, still doing that RN3A full assessment. Bill, get your 10% discount, brother. We are doing it. Get yourself together. Get the works. That's 215-779-7355, 215-779-7355. Or if you want an appointment, that's 1-877-377-2854. That's 1-877-377-2854. Bill, we having a great time with this thing online with the family tree. Dive into the family tree every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday night.
Yes. Michael Ledbetter, Laura Lomax, our president, Sarah Lomax Reese. Thank you to our producers. Thank you for everyone. It has truly been our pleasure. Bill, we at last and say, family, you got to be encouraged with all the craziness
right.
going on. Stay focused, stay in tune, keep your body in check, cleanse every change of seasons. That's why we call it holistic health. So Big B, thank you so much. Mike Moore, appreciate you, man. And remember, family, be encouraged. If you're breathing,
you got it. God bless.